Welcome to Sunday Afternoon Porch Sitting, where laid-back conversations come to life. I'm Will.
And I'm Ryan, and we're inviting you to join us as we unwind and explore the essence of life in each episode. Well, you made it back from the kitchen in lightning speed back to the porch.
I'm just kidding.
I was a little worried, man.
Why? Well, do you know why I'm in the kitchen?
Well, aren't you cooking?
I am baking. Ask me what I'm baking.
Bacon.
No. Making bacon pancakes. No, I'm making some pizza
What kind of pizza we're making today? Bacon.
Well, I've got some friends coming over in addition to you. I'm doing a...
Yep.
It says it's a 1 hour deep dish. It's actually a Detroit style, if you want to get technical. But it's a recipe I've used before, and I like it. And this was kind of thrown together last minute, so I didn't have much time to prep my dough, because normally it takes me 2 days to make my pizza dough for New York style and New Haven style. But anyway, this Detroit style is like a 1 hour thing that I'm trying. And then this other one is, it was like a 5 hour dough that I'm trying out. And it's going to be like I think a New York style.
Do you feel like that this is going to be a successful venture?
Probably not. Well, okay, the deep dish will, because I've done it tons of times. But this other one, I don't know. Last time I used my pizza oven, it was not good. I had a bad experience.
Do you have gas for your pizza oven? That's my big question.
Yeah, I do.
Where'd you get it at?
For Christmas.
The gas or the pizza oven?
Well, I'm
talking about the gas.
Oh, where did I get the gas?
Yeah.
Lowe's.
the place with the helpful hardware folks.
I probably could.
No, that's Ace. Ace is
a place with the helpful hardware folks. Anyway, I've got a gas stub out on my patio that I could probably connect it to. It's natural gas, though. It's not propane. So I'd have to do a conversion thing.
Is there a difference?
Yeah, I don't think natural gas burns as hot. Really? I was going to say as fast, but hot is what I meant.
That's interesting. How much does the conversion kit cost for your pizza machine?
I don't know. I haven't checked it out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll start checking.
No, I'm not going to do it right now.
Well, I guess that's awesome.
In a bit, I'll have to go do some...
Make sure your dough is risen.
Got to knead some stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Do some strength building folds.
Yeah. It's very important to make sure dough rises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, what you been up to?
Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything crazy?
Nope, not at all. Just living the dream.
Cool. I got back from Disney not too long ago.
Yeah. How was your Disney trip?
Man, it was good. It was finally a normal Disney trip. And what I mean by that was the last time I was at Disney was 22, and it was so crowded that you hardly couldn't do anything. Like even the Haunted Mansion ride was like an hour and a half wait, and it's like, that's ridiculous. So the wait times were much more normal to what I'm used to seeing. But I got to ride the new Tron ride. I got to ride the new Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind ride. And it was good.
What was your one bite of the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, a 10.
Was it?
10.
So did you ride it one time or multiple times?
I only rode it once. There was a way I probably could have ridden it twice, but we didn't get in the park until after 1 p.m. It was like 3 o'clock when we got there. Because
to do the virtual queue, you don't have to be in the park in the morning. But for the afternoon you have to be. It
has to be your park reservation. So you, like we were starting out at Animal Kingdom, so I couldn't do my park reservation for Epcot because we weren't going there. But man, let me tell you, like the Imagineers are just phenomenal at what they can come up with and what they can do. I'm sure it's definitely not the only roller coaster that spins, but the fact that they can keep your attention like focused on where it should be looking on that ride is just, it's phenomenal. And the fact that it's going so, well, I don't know how fast it's going, probably not that fast, but it's a roller coaster. So it's like going through and also doing all those turns, to look at this and look at that. Even I don't know what you call the areas where they do like the little storytelling with it. But there's a moment there where like they do all this stuff where you're supposed to teleport to the spaceship and you're standing there and the lights are going crazy.
Kind of like Haunted Mansion vibes.
Yeah. It goes pitch black for like maybe at most 2 seconds. And then the lights come back on and completely different room. Now it's easy to figure out how they did it, but it's
How'd they do it?
Well, it was a false wall, and they just raised it up really, really fast. Yeah. And just, you weren't expecting that, you know?
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Did you hear it moving?
No.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't even remember them saying, okay, step away from the wall or whatever. Like Haunted Mansion, they do make sure you step away from the wall. I love that guy's voice.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that, but I can't.
Yeah.
Maybe you would like to be on our... No, I can't do it. Nowhere close. Nowhere. 1 bite review of my impersonation.
1.3.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I would not come back for that.
No, you wouldn't.
So that ride sounds like it's giving off a lot of like Harry Potter rides vibes at Universal-ish too. Like where you're saying that in this roller coaster, it's moving the cart around to watch the different scenes. That reminds me of like the Hogwarts Castle ride?
No, the Escape from
Gringotts.
Yeah, because it's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Also, but it kind of stops. I think I didn't ride it this time, and I could have because the wait wasn't very long. But I think it kind of stops at each scene.
Yeah,
and faces you.
It does. But the other cool thing about that ride, though, is like their lobby where you wait to get on the ride. It is completely immersed in Harry Potter.
Yeah, and they're good. I mean, that's one of the good thing about Disney is even though you're waiting in line, you don't feel like you're waiting in line most of the time.
And there's always a precursor and art things that are telling you about the ride or the story before you even get on it. I love it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And the Harry Potter ride, I can't remember the name of it, but it's over in the Islands of Adventure ride. Not Hagrid's motorbike, but there was the other Harry Potter ride that was there. It was the first time I rode that ride, and it was pretty cool how they did the engineering on that and the machines that did all that.
It's a pretty neat deal. So how did you get to Disney?
We took a bus. How was bus. That? On the way there, it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the way back?
On the way back, it wasn't as good, but it was, yeah.
Well, I hate to hear that.
Yeah. I mean, we got home safe, but...
In one piece?
Yeah, in one piece. Probably like a 6.4.
If that?
Yeah, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't you driving. It should have been you driving.
Well, I would have enjoyed driving.
Yeah.
I have spent a lot of time driving the last couple of weeks. So yeah. It would have been fun to go down to Florida.
I felt like we got down there really quick. Like, we may have left... you drove us 2 years ago. You did our trip down there. And maybe we left later in the day, but like we got to the driver change by like 5 or 6 p.m. And last time I thought when we picked you up there, it was like late, like 11 or 12.
Yeah. You guys, you left at a different time than you did the last time. Yeah. So that probably helped.
We got down there in Orlando at like 6:15 or something. So it was enough time to, freshen up and get ready for the park.
Well, we weren't rolling in until 7 or 8 that morning.
Yeah.
But again, too, it helps when you don't stop a lot. So, that I remember that trip with you guys. Me and the other driver, we stopped, I think, one time on the way down.
Yeah, I think we
stop.
We stopped at Buc-ee's, and then we stopped at a rest stop.
Yep.
And that was it.
Yeah.
So it moved pretty quick.
We punched it.
Yep. Punch it, Chewy.
Yeah. But we like to typically tell people that, we're going to do a safety stop in, the next 2 to 4 hours or whatever, but we didn't stop.
Yeah.
We just...
What's the requirement? What do you have to stop?
There's not one.
Oh, okay.
They just recommend it. We say that to make the groups comfortable with us making a stop.
Yeah. And what you can only drive how many hours? 8?
10.
10, okay.
Now, we can push it 2 hours, but there has to be like traffic or road shutdown or something like that.
Gotcha.
It's called a contingency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, they were nice MCI coaches. I can't ever find the right spot to sleep. Every time I would find a spot that was somewhat comfortable,
something was poking into you.
There's like one thing, and honestly, there was one spot like I was able to like tuck the seatbelt down so it was out of my way, but like I would lean up against the wall or the window or whatever, the window to the wall. Anyway, but it was like my shoulder blade would start cramping up.
Yeah. The bad thing about the old Van Hoels, or not the old Van Hoels, the old MCI coaches before these new ones is the armrests up against the wall would not raise. So when you lay back up against the wall, you had an armrest that was poking you in the back.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Womp womp MCI.
Yeah. It's just like with on a plane also. I have trouble sleeping on a plane. It's just I can't get my seat to recline far enough or my legs to lift up enough, for it to be comfortable for me.
I don't sleep on planes. I enjoy going, but I thought about like when I go see my sister in Italy that I'm going to buy either the business class or the
Hey, does she talk like this?
No, but like I do. When I'm talking, like when I'm on FaceTime with her and her husband, I'm like, "Hello, Lorenzo. How are you doing?"
our listeners can probably hear our hands and what they're doing on that. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
What I was going to say, did you see the new seats that they're trying to come out with airplanes?
Yeah, the ones that are on top of you, the ones underneath you. I love it. I don't know how we're going to do overhead bins.
There has to be some kind of air filter put near your butt.
No doubt.
Because I don't want somebody farting in my face.
No. And I don't want never mind, I probably shouldn't say that. I just don't want to be crushed.
Yeah. I don't want to smell somebody's butt the entire flight.
I have
because that's what it looks like.
I have a fear of crawling into places and something collapsing on me because there's too much weight.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're saying.
So
if it meant that I could stretch out more, like lay down practically, then I would do it. Because I can't afford first class on was it Emirates plane that you get. It's basically like a suite.
It's a room and a shower. It's like a
I wonder
hotel
how much
room.
That is.
Last time I saw that guy, and I really don't like the YouTube guy. He kind of gets on my nerves, but I think that's like, if I'm not mistaken, pretty close to $20,000 or $30,000.
Wow,
that's what I said.
You know what? If any of these airlines are wanting somebody to advertise their new seats or their new rooms,
we'd love to get that suite so we can, host an episode of the Sunday Afternoon Porch Sitting Podcast.
Yeah, just email us at sapspodcast@gmail.com or send us a Facebook message, and we promise you we won't get it mixed up with the other Facebook messages we get.
Yeah, absolutely.
It does make me feel good every time we
say that our account is fixing to be banned because we don't pay attention.
How many times have we gotten that?
7,000.
It is kind of nice every time we make a post and we get like 30 of those.
Yeah,
it makes me feel like people are listening.
Well, I do love the Facebook post you put up this week.
What's that?
I'm just kidding.
Hey, that's my.
It's not go time. It's dough time.
That's my dough time. Hey Ryan, I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, how did it dough?
It doughed very well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, tell me a little bit about this pizza rotating and twisting and tucking technique.
What are you talking about?
Like, what were you doing?
Like hand mixing?
Yes.
Well, I was doing strength building folds right there. So you basically pinch and pull up and kind of let the weight of the dough fall until you meet resistance, and then you fold it.
So do you feel like it's...
turn it and do it again.
Do you feel like it's less weight, more reps, or more weight, less reps?
Yes.
Which one?
I don't know the answer to that question. But it's essentially like I'm basically kneading it in the bowl.
Yeah.
Is what I was doing.
It's very kneady.
Yeah. I've been kneading a lot today.
This is going downhill quick.
Fast. Yeah, we're falling off the porch. I already got one leg off the porch here.
Yeah. So pizza, you're making one deep dish and you're making, what did you do with the other ones? What is that? What are those other two pizzas going to be?
Well, didn't I already talk about this?
Not on the show.
Okay. Well, I thought we
talked about it on the porch for a little bit.
Well, we'll see. We'll have to do a rewind.
You said you're making a deep dish dough.
Yeah.
But I don't think we talked about the two other ones.
Yeah, the other one is a quick recipe that basically within like 5 to 7 hours from scratch to finish.
Okay. So how are you decorating both of these pizzas?
I don't know yet.
Definitely
pizzas? Putting mozzarella. And by the way, if you're making your own pizza, do not use bagged shredded mozzarella. Shred your own, and also make sure it's dry. Now, if we're doing Neapolitan pizza, then you don't want that, but I'm not doing Neapolitan. I don't like that. That's my least favorite pizza.
So why did you decide you wanted to do a deep dish pizza this evening?
Because I didn't think that what I made of the other was going to be enough for who's coming over. Because they're only 12-inch pizzas.
For how many people?
For 5. So, I mean...
You're about three short.
There's two pizzas.
3 pizzas short.
12 inches, yeah. So, And this deep dish will, cover the rest, I guess.
How many inches is a deep dish?
I have no idea. However wide my skillet is, because that's what it's going in. My cast iron skillet.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
haven't checked that out beforehand?
No, I mean, it'll fit.
Yeah. So do you normally cook a deep dish pizza, like 7,000 degrees or 8?
No, my oven only goes to 500.
Yeah.
I've got a pizza stone that I put it on also because it helps brown the bottom. Mm-hmm. Actually, there's another recipe that I've done, and I can't remember who it was that I was watching this, but there was one that you did start it like on the stove and then put it in the oven, because the stove, like it helped brown the bottom of the crust, make it more crispier on the exterior. Now, the other styles of pizza, I don't know if we talked about this, but the first episode that we ever recorded, we had just eaten Chicago tavern style is what I'd made.
Cracker.
I think.
Yeah. That was
kind of like a cracker crust. It's not crackers, but yeah.
Because I haven't had pizza in months.
Yeah. Since then?
Yeah.
Oh, I could have pizza. It's one of those things, I'm on a kick where I could probably have pizza every meal.
I'm not on a kick. I'm on a diet. It sucks. So anyway, once I get all the way down to where I want to be, then I can eat it.
It's getting to be where when I travel, I start looking up the pizza joints and seeing if there's one that's worth trying out.
Yeah.
There was one, we may have talked about it previously, that Jeremy told me about. I think it's Vesuvius Pizza.
Never had it.
In San Antonio.
Yeah.
It's, I would say a direction, but I'm not sure of the direction. I'm just going to point. It's that way from the convention center, whichever way that is, down past Rosario's and Maverick and all that. But it was really good.
The only pizza I've had in San Antonio was the, I don't know.
Is it that place?
Not Margarita. Is it Margarita's Pizza?
No.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Margarita Pizza. Are you talking about dough?
No. I'm talking about the name of the place. It's like you had that Mexican restaurant, Pizzaritas. Pizzaritas is what it was. You didn't like it?
They've gotten reviewed.
Have they?
They've been on the One Bite review.
For real?
For real.
Like the real one. Dave Portnoy went in and did it. What did he say?
It was low.
Like how low?
Yeah, like a 4 or something.
Yikes.
Are you talking about over there?
Second level by the Riverwalk.
Yeah. And they do like these tall margarita looking things.
Yes.
Yeah. No, because he got one of those too.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
I don't actually remember the score, but it was low. It was like a 4 or something, or 5.
Maybe it wasn't a good day.
Now, have you eaten at that pizza restaurant in San Antonio that they make like a 96-inch pizza?
No.
Yeah, there's one that if you call to go, they ask you like, do you have a truck? Like
to carry it in?
Yeah, because that's all it'll fit in. Is like the bed of a truck or something. And anyway, so he reviewed that place also.
Was it good?
No, he gave it a low score too.
Did he really?
It may have been like in the 6s, which is, I think he gave Little Caesars like a 6.
So I guess that was that Big Lou's Pizza?
Yeah, his Big Lou's.
Yeah. No, I haven't had that one.
I did see, we stay at the Palacio del Rio sometimes, and there was a group of All-State kids that had got it delivered or something. And so they were walking in the lobby with this huge pizza.
They probably couldn't get on the elevator.
Yeah, probably not. I think they ate it down in the lobby. But I would like to get a group to go there. I would just like to try.
I meant to hit mine, sorry. I was trying to clear my throat. Yeah. It might not be a bad thing. But I haven't gone to San Antonio since we went down there.
What's that? First State?
First State, yeah.
Oh, it's been a long time.
I don't go regularly. Yeah. All the conferences that I go to now, they're in Austin.
Yeah, the state thing. Isn't there it's a school board convention that I'm thinking of that's down
in Dallas.
No, they do it. Oh, in Dallas now? It used to be in San Antonio.
No.
They can't afford the convention
center? They do coaching
center?
school. They move coaching school around. Coaching school will be down there quite a bit, but the TASB convention is typically in Dallas most of the time.
I did not know that.
Yep.
TASB. See, because I knew it was
the Texas Association of School Boards.
Because it was the same time as the Folklife Festival down in San Antonio. Have you ever been to that?
No.
So the Folklife Festival is basically all of the festivals in Texas come to San Antonio, and they basically have a booth that I guess advertises their festival. So in being from Gilmer, we have the Yamboree, which we celebrate the yam. It's not a sweet potato, it's a yam. And we make yam pies, and so we sell yam pie slices down there. And then I think it's a snow cone machine that we had set up that everybody would come by and get a snow cone too. But there's some that do like a Lebanese food, like a festival for that.
Uh-huh.
And I remember that booth. And of course, you've got all the German towns or communities that do stuff too.
That's interesting. Well, the only festival that I've really ever gone to was in Denver, I guess. It was a German Christmas festival.
Like a Christmas market thing? Because Chicago has a German Christmas market.
Yeah, Denver's was really, really cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one. It's neat how it's set up, because, I mean, you go from each of those little stands and stuff like that, and they've got homemade glass art and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty neat.
Isn't it kind of interesting how places that obviously aren't Germany, but like they have little German
but
festivals?
It's because of the German influence. I mean, there's a lot of German influence in Denver.
I didn't know about that. I mean, I know there is.
I don't know the history
Central
of
Texas,
but I know that it exists.
Yeah, because both my great grandparents are German. Like my on my mom's side and my dad's side, there's German heritage there through my great grandparents.
Yeah, my family migrated here from Germany in 1724.
Wow.
To Philadelphia, of all places.
Interesting.
And then to Tennessee, yeah.
We had some go up to Illinois and then came down to the Texas area. Oh, sorry, Arkansas and Oklahoma.
Yeah. My name was not McInturf.
What was it?
Merkendorfer.
Merkendorfer.
Supposedly. It's pretty embarrassing.
That's kind of, we talk about Herkeldurkel sometimes.
Yeah.
That sounds like a German
It does.
thing.
It does. Very German.
My great-grandmother's
Merkeldurkel.
maiden name was Beutelschiss. Beudelcheiss.
Is that where they got the idea for the movie?
I don't know. Is there a movie?
Beetlejuice, yeah.
Oh, Beetlejuice. Maybe it's pronounced that way. Beetlejuice. Maybe I'm related.
It might be.
Yeah, but they came from the.
You look similar
Baden-Baden.
to Beetlejuice.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you.
It might be the balding. I don't know, but
I hate you so much right now. That's so mean.
No, I'm sorry. Shouldn't have gone there.
So, what you got going this week?
A conference that I have to go to, and then I got to drive a charter tomorrow. So.
Yeah, I'm going up to Milwaukee.
Yeah, are you excited about that?
I am going up to Milwaukee and to Chicago.
Yeah, where are you flying to and from?
Flying to Milwaukee and
out
from
of
Chicago.
Dallas.
Out of Dallas Love.
And then flying to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And then driving to?
No.
Training to?
We're taking the Amtrak.
Have you got your tickets already?
Got my tickets already. I've been on a train before. I think it was before you came to TJC. Did you go to the Germany trip?
No.
Okay. We took a train from Vienna back to Frankfurt to fly out. And it was overnight train. And so that was fun. That's the only time I've been on a train. Well, besides the thing at the Texas State Railroad.
Was it with the Deutschbahn trains, the DB trains?
I have no idea.
Probably.
Which reminds me of something else I'll bring up in a second. But anyway, so we're taking the Hiawatha train from Milwaukee down to Chicago. It's like an hour and a half.
That's not bad.
Yeah. It's a lot cheaper than renting a car.
You know, I work for Amtrak sometimes.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I sure do.
That. Yeah.
I drive the road train.
So can I bring on, so my personal bag is basically my checked luggage, isn't it?
I guess.
Okay, I thought you.
I don't know
the
the train policy. I know typically, and we don't ever have. I've had 3 people, I think, in the last 2 trips that I did for Amtrak that had carry-on bags. The rest of them put everything underneath
the bus. Yeah. Well, like their carry-on bags is like basically the size of it is basically what your checked luggage is for the airplane, and then your personal item is your personal item. But I'm excited about it. I always. In fact, when we first started looking at this trip, one of the things we thought about doing was taking the Amtrak up to Chicago. But we decided against it.
The last time I was overseas and took an international train, dude, I was scared to death.
Yeah.
I flew into London, and we were in London for 11 days. It was a pretty cool trip, but one of my foreign exchange students that I had was from Germany, from Cologne. And so he sent me a message like, "Hey, are you in London?" I said, yeah. He said, "My family and I, we would love to have you come over to Cologne and stay with us, for a night or two and just, hang out, And it was the coolest trip ever as far as like, going to Cologne, seeing the city. Cause like his mom showed up and picked up my bags in their car and picked up his cousin and drove them back to the house because, Maxime and his cousin had ridden bikes to the train station. And so we biked around the city for like, 4 or 5 hours. He showed me where he used to play tennis at and took tennis lessons because he was a varsity tennis player when he came, to where I was teaching at. And anyway, pretty cool story. But going back to the train station, like I had to go from London's King's Cross station, and I took Eurostar train to Belgium, And then Belgium, I had to switch over to DB Chains, Deutsche Bahn. Okay. Mm-hmm. But I was scared to death when I got off the train, because I get off and I look around and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much security here. I really feel safe. Right.
Yeah.
And when I found somebody that spoke English, I asked them, I was like, do you guys always have this much safety and security here? And they were like, well, there was a bombing here 3 days ago. And I was like,
oh my God.
Never mind.
Like a threat, or
like an actual terroristic bomb went off at one of the
my goodness.
platforms. So I no longer felt as safe as I did.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say about the train thing and being in England. Do you ever see that guy on TikTok that does the trains?
That's got the
and
camera
he does
facing
the
him.
GoPro that faces him. He's like, there's a 40 class block 9. It's coming here. And I sound German instead of British. One thing about me,
one of the trains, the last name of the train was my butt.
Yeah.
I won't say the first name.
If you ask me to do like an accent, I probably can't do it. It'll end up sounding like a different accent most of the time.
Yeah, but he's pretty cool.
Yeah, I enjoy watching his videos. It's actually it's kind of cool that people know trains, kind of like they know cars. Like, oh, that's a
GE-80
64 and a half Ford Mustang. Yeah, I mean, my dad's like that.
I grew up around.
He can look at cars and do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we've ever talked about it. We don't have to go into it right now. But when I had my brain surgery as a kid, I was at Children's Hospital. Mm-hmm. And one of the most fun things that I would do...
They had a train set.
Yeah, have you seen it?
Yeah.
I don't know if they still have it. I hadn't been there.
I specifically made a trip over there. Well, I went to go see somebody, but I also wanted to make sure that I went downstairs and saw that.
It is a huge model train set that they've got going around. And I used to spend hours down there in the lobby watching those things when I was in the hospital there.
There were some kids down there, too, that were, taking a look at it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was one of my favorite things. And, it was one of those things that I was like, I'd like to do that, but I'm not. I didn't.
I don't feel like I'm that artistic.
Well, and I don't have enough space.
Yeah.
Maybe I do now, but in here
on the porch.
I'm sure my wife would love that. But like when I was a kid, the house we lived in, there was nowhere that I could have done that.
So I've always wanted to plan trips around going to see their model train places like that. There's a place, I think it's in Chicago. It's called Locoland. Pretty cool place. And then I also want to go to like North Platte and see the like Union Pacific Railroad Museum, and then go to the Chicago. If you go to the train museum in Chicago, right outside of that, it's like 2 hours or an hour and a half to 2 hours south of Chicago.
Yeah.
But you can actually pay and drive a train, either a steam engine or a diesel engine. And I've really wanted to do that.
That sounds fun.
Oh yeah, man, I'd love that.
Well, talking about these model train things, it makes me think of I've seen it sometimes on viral videos or whatever. It's like a model plane set where, they come in. It's like an airport and the
land and take off.
They land and then they take off. It's kind of cool.
Go back behind those flaps or whatever.
I could probably spend an entire evening at an airport plane watching, just watching planes come in. Now, I don't want to go to some small airport where 2 planes come in during the day or something. Like, I want to sit there like every like 2 minutes, here's another. Yeah.
Or Love Field.
Love Field, just go sit there and just watch the planes fly in.
Love Field, and I was doing that the other night because I had to go pick up a group and take them back to a middle school in Northeast Texas.
Kind of dangerous to do while you're driving.
It was terrible. No, I got out and I went over to they had the railing over there where you could watch right by the charter bus pickup. And I was standing there, and the funniest thing about Southwest too, and I know you and I had talked about it when we went to Chicago, but they don't stop and then get clearance for taxi. It's like going from the taxiway straight onto the runway, and they take off.
Well,
and they're go.
They have to get clearance, but they
don't stop.
ATC gets them going quick enough where they give them clearance. They're like, all right, your runway's yours.
Anytime I've flown with American out of DFW, they stop on the taxiway and then go. Southwest does not. They're parked and go, and they go.
Well, because practically the only thing that flies into Love is Southwest, I think.
Yeah, but that happened in Chicago too. They didn't stop and wait.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's basically the same thing. Those smaller airports where Southwest goes. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, cool. Ryan, it's summer, and you both, believe it or not, I think you and I are both busier than we were during the school year.
Yeah, so I think we're probably going to have to do some reduced episode lengths. We didn't necessarily, I don't think, wanted to do that at first, but we've got to few weeks here during summer where we've got a very limited time on the porch.
Yeah, both of us have a busy June and July.
So yeah, you're going on that trip to Chicago, and I'm getting ready to go to Austin, and here in a couple of weeks I'll be going to Tennessee and down to Florida. And
so to our listeners, these episodes may appear a little bit shorter, but maybe you enjoy listening to them more. But if you prefer the hour long, or if you like the shorter version, email us, let us know your opinion on that, and we'll try to maybe adjust our show to your liking.
We'll try to see what it does. Let's just see what happens. It might not be too bad.
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of suck.
I don't think everybody's going to work like they do normally anyway this summer. That we know not. At least most of the time.
So. Our listener viewership is going to be way down.
Yeah.
You never know, though.
But, it could be a thing here.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Will, enjoyed this episode and making this one. I can't wait to see how the dough rises, if you know what I mean. So, as the sun sets on another Sunday afternoon porch sitting, we appreciate you guys and sharing back in this laid-back journey with us.
Until next time, stay relaxed and enjoy the simple moments.